What is going on, everybody? My name is Glenn. This is New Tech Talks, and we're going to be talking about the 6900 XT today, guys, and about how this launch is going to be a waste of your time. Now, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out, and smash that like button, guys. That really helps out more than anything, honestly. But I want to tell you guys about why the 6900 XT is probably just going to be a failed launch all the way around, and you're probably not even going to want to wake up or try to go out to get one or even smash that F5 game again, because it's probably just going to be a complete waste of time, guys. For one, let's use evidence from the past launches. The 6800 XT and the 6800 were a complete failure of a launch as well, guys. Now, you guys know that have been watching the channel, I have been able to land multiple 3080s and 3070s and my newly gathered 3060 Ti. I haven't had much problem getting an RTX 30 series card throughout this year so far. However, I have had zero luck with getting an RX 6000 series card. Taking that into consideration, guys, I do not think the 6900 XT, which is going to be a higher bin chip, is going to be any easier to get a hold of. In fact, I would argue it's going to be much harder to get a hold of. And we're already hearing rumors that supply is going to be severely limited for these cards. Now, mind you guys, that's saying severely limited compared to the 6800 XT and 6800, which were bad launches already. As a little bit of filler information, guys, in case you do not know, there is a little bit of an explanation for why AMD is not having enough stock, even though they said they were going to. Now, they admitted themselves that they had a higher demand than they ever expected to have because of their market share. Normally, they control a tiny portion of the market share for GPUs, so that's what they based their production levels off of. Now, granted, they were very wrong because this year has been crazy, obviously, and there was a much higher demand, and NVIDIA didn't supply enough to facilitate that demand on their side. So obviously, AMD picked up a lot, and they didn't anticipate it, which I think is a BS excuse because they knew this was coming. It's just the real reason, guys, is because they are splitting their 7nm nodes with consoles, GPUs, and CPUs, and professional grade CPUs, and professional grade GPUs, which obviously is a valid excuse for why they have not supplied enough cards to everybody with the RX 6000 series launch. But they also could have been a little bit more forthcoming with saying that, hey guys, there is going to be a significant supply problem, but instead what they did was said that there would be no supply problem and that they would supply more cards than NVIDIA did. That is where my problem arises with them, is that they could have been honest about it and people would have been okay with that. But they chose to take a different route, and they chose to more or less be facetious about it and pretend like they would have a higher amount of stock than they ever actually did. Now, going off of these few items, I would say, guys, that trying to get a 6900 XT is probably going to be a waste of time. I just don't think you're going to be able to get one. Of course, if you can get one, or if you think you're going to be able to, please comment down below, guys, and tell me what you think, or if you're actually able to get one after launch day. But this isn't all bad, guys, because as I said before in some of my other videos, this is a perfect opportunity to go and try to land yourself a new Ryzen 5000 series CPU or an NVIDIA RTX 30 series card. NVIDIA has been flooding the market every time that AMD does a launch, just so that they can steal a little bit more of that mind share back of those people that they lost because they couldn't provide cards originally, those people that swapped over to AMD that are normally NVIDIA fans, or sometimes just hardcore AMD fans that are there to get those cards, but they can't. But then, you know, obviously, if you're going to a Micro Center or something like that, the guys come out and they're like, yeah, we don't have any AMD cards, but guess what? We got RTX 30 series cards. Do you want one? Obviously, at this point in time, Cyberpunk's right around the corner, and other games are coming around the corner. We're walking into next gen next year, and people are not going to say no. They're jumping all over it, guys. It's kind of almost to a point now to where supply has been so low that people don't really care what they're getting. It's just a matter of, I need to get something. Maybe I'll sell it on down the line and get what I want, but NVIDIA is using this as an opportunity to take those AMD fans that wanted RX 6000 series cards and bring them onto their side. And AMD hasn't done enough to counteract that, unfortunately. So what I'm saying is, if you want an RTX 30 series card, going to the AMD 6900 XT launch may not be a bad idea, especially if you're looking for a 3080 or 3090 or 3070 or even the very good 3060 Ti, in my own opinion. But guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. This was just going to be a quick video. I just want to tell you guys that I just don't think it's really worth it trying to get this card. I just don't think you're going to be able to. I think you're better off saving your time and sleeping in, because this will be a wasted effort no matter what, unless you want to get an NVIDIA card or a Ryzen 5000 series CPU, you may get lucky and be able to get one of those coming into stock on this launch day. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Please hit that like button if you haven't already, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.